a lure or a fly. Okay, flash is one of them, movement's one of them. Sometimes it's smell, like if you're fishing for catfish. There's a lot of reasons that fish react. Now, we got our tail. Let's start doing our hollow tie. And I think the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put in some more olive. Or at least that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to pick just a very small amount. And I'm going to clean it out. Not much in there to clean out. And then I'm going to measure it. And I want it to be a little bit shy of what I've already got in there. I'm gonna, first of all, wrap my thread up a little bit. That's where I'm gonna tie, about the point of the hook. And that's about what I want right there. I've got it there. Here's the end of my first one, and here's the end of my second one. About like that. So we're gonna cut it. At this time, we're gonna face the cut in towards the tail. We'll set it right on top. A little thread here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 loose ties. We're going to take and we're going to pinch our material around that hook. I want it to be all around the shank of that hook. I can look and see, and I can see that it's still a little light on the bottom, so I'm going to pinch it some more, get it right where I think I want it, and then I'm going to go one more wrap, and I'm going to pinch this and pull straight down, and that locks it in. And then I'm going to tie back towards the back of that little clump there. And now I'm going to take my little pin. Gotta find it. Here it is. And I'm going to push this back. Push it back in there. Pull my thread straight out. I'm going to build a thread dam right at the face of that tie. Now, how high do I build that thread dam? The higher I build that thread dam, the more that those fibers are going to lay back. How much do I want the fibers to lay back? Well, not too much, because although it looks a little messy here, when this thing gets wet, it's going to lay back like that. All right, let's put in a little black. Again, we're trying to build a brim pattern, a brim look. And my brim on Lake Fork have olive, red, yellow, orange, black. They got it all. And there's about 100 different species of them, and sometimes you pull one out and it looks rusty red, and sometimes you pull one out and it looks blue as the sky, so you never know. Here's my next little clump I'm going to tie in. Now I'm going to measure him, and I want him even a little bit shorter. Whoops, tie this guy in. I think that's pretty good. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3 loose wraps. We're going to pinch the material so it surrounds the hook. Check it on the bottom. Looks good. Then I'm going to pinch it hard and pull straight down. And then I'm going to wrap back. Wrap back forward. Now this time, I'm going to put a little glue on that thread. Just a tiny bit right here on the thread. And I'm going to wrap that in there. Now pull. Now, let's put that baby together. Let's do the hollow tie. Here's our hollow tie. Here it goes. All right, that's good. I'm going to pull my thread forward. Keep that pull back. Now, you can do this. One of the things I like to do, and I'll hold my finger right at the front of that fiber, and I'll pull my thread against my finger where I can kind of feel it. And it just allows me to tie a little faster and keeps me from getting in trouble, because I don't want to tie on top of that fur or the fiber. I want to tie in front of it. If I tie on top of it, I've defeated the purpose of the whole thing. Now we're starting to look a little fishy. Let's lock that thread in. Good. Okay. Cool. Now let's start making him look like a brim. Boy, that just looks like a mess. I'm telling you. We'll put in a little bit of red. A real thin little layer of red. Why are we doing that? Well, because these fish have orange bellies. In fact, let's just make it more interesting, and we'll just tie a little bit of orange. We'll blend some orange with the red. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'm just going to take it, I'm just going to pinch it around, easy, pinch it around. It's going to pinch it where it's all kind of blending in there. There we go. Awesome. That's pretty thick batch. Now let's see how much this we want to use. We want to use about like that. Use about like that. Again, we'll tie facing the last batch, loose, 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 pinching hard, straight down. Got a good distribution. Nope. We're going to pinch it down some more. There we go. That did it. Tie it back. Looking good. Now this one got a little bunchy up here. We can always trim that back a little bit. No big deal. Just so I don't have anything holding my... Okay. That's looking good. Take our pin, push that back. Pull it straight out. We're going to put our finger here, build that dam. Now, the higher you build the dam, the more this is going to lay flat. Don't really want it to lay flat, because when it gets wet, I want it to have a fish body shape. They're getting there. Okay, looking good. All right, now we're going to do something a little different on this one. We're going to put a little flashy boo right here. I'm just going to take 2 or 3 little pieces. I'm going to cut them in half. I'm going to cut them in half again. Why am I doing that? Well, fish glitter. We'll call it fish glitter. Fish have a little bit of shiny to them. And we're going to just tie it up here. And we're going to spread it around a little bit where it blends in. And then we're going to tie forward. That's cool. Let's get him a little more spread out here. Here we go. It'll look like it's not spread out real good, but when it's in the water, this fly is so